Welcome to the Climate Talk. Today, we are going to discuss about innovative volunteerism and how it is inspiring young people across the continent and how these have actually reshaped and usher young people to climate action. And with me today is Emmanuel Isika, who will be joining us from Nigeria. Emmanuel, welcome to the Innovative Volunteerism Sport discussion today. How have you been?
I'm doing well. Thank you for the honor, and it's been a lovely time with the innovative volunteerism and turning our skills into solutions to solve climate action problems in Africa. Thank you so much.
Excellent. Thanks, Emmanuel. I mean, it's a great pleasure to have you. I mean, in this conversation, I would just like you, maybe you can just tell our viewers your journey of how you got into innovative volunteerism and how that have actually reshaped your passion in seeing things in a way that you can actually turn a challenge into an opportunity.
Oh, thank you so much for that question. So I got to heard of innovative volunteerism via Twitter because I am a young person who is burning to learn more and to know more about the status quo in Africa and convert challenges into solutions. So I followed Dr. Richard Munang, and he's an awesome content creator. I love the content, and on getting to know him, I was asking what is innovative volunteerism about. So I got in after deciding to contribute my skill, which is ICT skill, into the journey and to help build products. And so far, it's been an awesome one, developing my capacity, developing my skill in order to build products in the status quo in Africa. And sincerely, this journey has been awesome. So everyone should become an innovative volunteer, using your skill to solve a problem. You don't need to join it wherever you are, wherever you are. Once you see a problem across your locality, turn this into a solution. And this ranges from lot of things, ranging from art skills to soft skills to technical skills. You could do everything. If I can do it, even from an underrepresented background, I believe you can too. Once
I
again,
like
thank
that.
you.
If you can do it, then everybody can do it. And I think there is one thing about you, Emmanuel, that I've noticed when you became an innovative volunteerism actor. It's the ability to listen to guidance and instruction, which is really the key pillar of what innovative volunteerism is all about, because it's about structured guidance. And sometimes most young people don't take guidance seriously. So, what makes you different? Because you were able to bring other young people on board, and that to me was really fascinating. What makes you different, and what attributes do you think that you have cultivated that other young people across the continent can learn from?
Okay, thank you so much for that. I think one thing that makes me different is my background. Okay, being from an underrepresented background and a well-cultured family, we were told that okay, people listen to those who have gone the way, who knows the way, and who are ready to show the way. So when I have the opportunity to become an innovative volunteer, I decided that oh, it's a time of learning, it's a time of building my capacity, and I can't do this if I'm the lousy type because no one knows it all. And Ade said in Africa that if a child climb up to a ladder, what the child will see, even if an adult sit down, that child can never see. So this journey of social impact, I'm a child who is under your tutorship and the tutorship of many. And all I can do is just but listen, learn, and grow myself.
So, I mean, this is quite very inspiring. I mean, and I can say that it is people like you that give many hope, especially me, because it shows that at least we can still be able to harness the power of ingenuity in our young people to then shape them towards turning challenges to opportunities. And you were able to bring other young people on board who have different skills on design, on ICT, app application, and all those. And that has actually been very, very Amazing. And it takes me to this aspect. You show selflessness. So, how did you cultivate selflessness? Because that is a big challenge in the continent today. Either you see many who want to work alone without engaging others, or they work only with a clique of a few people. But you demonstrated that you can work with different people across the board. So how do you do that? Because this conversation that we're having here now, I think a lot of young people are listening to, and you might just give some few tips that can actually just change their lives for the better.
Oh, thank you so much for that. I believe everyone has a superpower. That's what I would call that. Just a superpower to make a change. And in Africa, our focus has been the money mindset. But someone said something that really changed my life. He said, beyond money, there are things that money cannot buy, and there are things that are very important, even than the money. That is relationship. And relationship only comes when you are being selfless, when you are contributing to the society, and when you see others doing the same thing who are ready to take you on the journey or walk along with you or groom you till you become better. So when you have this opportunity, because at first the money won't be eminent, but then the impact will be there. And my role has always been just transform one single life to transform three others. And that has been my role. And this is one thing that has kept me going. Seeing one person saying, wow, I love what you're doing, and please, you're always being of impact, and I hope you can do more. Saying that one testimony of the good work really keep me going. And I think this is what we should be in watch out for. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. That's quite very, very inspiring, Emmanuel. And that is really what everyone should be able to cultivate, that attitude of selflessness, of helping one another, being another person's keeper, brother's keeper, sister's keeper. And that is really great. Now that you have now developed this passion, and we are going to leverage this passion in many youth, which we are already doing across the continent. What can you tell them about the event of 1st October, which is going to be on discussing how every young person can become a solution to drive climate action? How
Wow.
are you looking forward to that?
First October, seriously, you don't want to miss that because it's going to be mind blowing. It's going to be the first actually, and it's going to be exciting. So it's all about climate talk, meeting with Dr. Richard to share insights and to learn about environment and climate action. I've seen a lot of people in Africa trying to advocate for the environment, especially during the World Environmental Day. There was great turn up in different states across Nigeria and in Africa. So we have lots of mindset and people trying to impact the environment. So I believe if you truly want to be an environmentalist, then you should not miss 1st October. And it's not limited to environmentalists alone because climate action isn't for those studying environment related course. It's for everybody because this concerns everyone, no matter what you do, whether empowerment, whether social works, it concerns everyone because one problem affects everyone. One problem for all, and that's how climate action is. So I would say, do not miss this.
Amazing, amazing, Isika. You said something earlier that it's not money that really is the issue. It is how you do what you do to touch lives. And I think that is the foundational underpinning of innovative volunteerism, that we have to be useful. And that's the purpose of life. How do you think we can take this message to every corner in the continent in such a way that we can start to make young people see themselves as the solutions provider? Because I think it's a very difficult pathway, which from lessons learned, that when you explain to someone, if you do something that can rebuild your skills, money will come. That money follows solutions, money follow ideas. It's not ideas following money, but it's actually money follow ideas, and that money upfront without ideas cause fights. So I don't know how you can be able to engage your young, I mean your friends by telling them this exactly, which sometimes when you give that message to them, they don't really listen. So how have you been able to navigate that with your fellow youth?
Okay, I do tell people that Money is just it's important, but it's just like a byproduct. I will cite an example. Okay, during my journey in the career world, when I started, I could not afford even data supply, which is less than $10 in the month. It was very difficult for me, but not now anymore. So when I started and I started applying to companies, the first 200 companies I applied to, I got to work 8 months in one. And the idea my employer gave me was, you are not adding value. You are not adding value. Students don't add value. And I was like, no, I'm valuable because you are not giving me what to do, actually. So in the long run, I left the company because it wasn't what I wanted to do and it wasn't adding to my peace of mind and value. And the next company which I went to, they were like, wow, you have this value and we are going to pay you handsomely for this. Then they said, oh, this is an advanced internship. So this is how it is outside there. When you are valuable, you attract money. In the business, when your business is valuable, what investors look like in terms of how many audience you have, how many active users you are, they are going to bring in money. Money is just like a byproduct that follows this. As someone said, money follows skill. Yeah, because one who is skillful are those that are able to convert money and then duplicate it into reasonable resources. For example, what people want to do is when I give you my money, will I get it in more folds, in sevenfold? And someone who is skillful are those that will attract money. So when we have you today without skill looking for money, then you are going on the wrong path. And being a social impact gives you an enormous opportunity to add value in different measure, not restricting you to just one circle. So money shouldn't be the product, the focus of everyone. Instead, go add value, add value, add value. Because the greatest thing you can do is investing in yourself. And when you invest in yourself, then money will come after you.
That add value, add value, add value. And this naturally fits into the narrative of skills retooling because the argument is that if you do not retool your skills to turn a challenge into an opportunity, then you'll be missing an opportunity. And what we are seeing, especially with the changing climate, we're seeing droughts, we're seeing floods. So we as humans, and especially in the African continent that is warming faster than the entire globe, and more so with the different challenges and the vulnerability because of the low socioeconomic base, then climate change is a moving target. It means that even if you have a skill in biology or in ICT or business skill, you need to orientate it so that at least it can be able to align to help you turn a climate challenge into an opportunity, whether you are turning waste to briquettes or whether you are learning a skill to fabricate a solar dryer, like you and your team, you are developing applications that can then be able to help connect a model into an input or buy a product that has been produced using a climate change solution. So I think this is the kind of message, and that is how value is built, and you've articulated it very well. So, as we're coming to an end, what is your last message to the young people who are watching you across the continent today? What would you tell them that is needed of them to be able to drive transformational climate action?
What we say concerning that is most youth want to start big. They want to impact 20,000 youths, 1 million youths, but it doesn't work like that. Impact just one youth in your locality, if that is what your capacity is. Share your story online, leverage social media to tell about your story, what you do, and before you know, you transition from 1 to 20,000 into a million. So whatever you do, ensure you start small, you have a structure around it, and ensure it's working and it's also solving a problem, because everything solving a problem will definitely bring change and transform your life. And thank you so much.
So those are very amazing words. You might not change the entire world, but you can change someone else's world by doing something to touch a life. That was amazing, Emmanuel, and it was a great pleasure having you. And I'll bring you back again to the show. You have wonderful ideas, and you are an ambassador of innovative volunteerism. Thank you very much. It was a
Thank
pleasure.
you so much, sir.
To our viewers, as you have heard, Emmanuel has actually demonstrated that it is possible. And if he can do it, you can do it. So become an innovative volunteerism actor and be part of this journey of climate action which we can all take to build resilience and prevent our communities to the impacts that are already plaguing them across the continent. Be a solution provider. And this is where we end for today. See you next time.